welcome. My name is Taralynn. I am the girl behind Playful Day Yarns. I am very excited to be back here today after I think 2 weeks of my first video. I've been excited to come back. I have some things to show, some updates. So thank you for being here. Drink. Okay, first, let's get that out of the frame a little bit. My wooden socks. The pattern is by Olivia of this handmade home. Pattern. It is a free pattern on Ravelry. And one of the things that was very excited about knitting these was it was going to be my first lace. I have done so many socks. I have not done much lace. I take that back. I've never done lace. So the yarn I chose was from a gift. It was a gift. And it was lightly speckled. Oh, here, let's pay attention to what we're doing here, Taralynn. Here we go. I don't even know if speckled would be the right word. It's eco-printed, naturally dyed. So there wasn't a lot going on, just kind of some of these occasional little bouts of color, which I think looks best if I'm going to do a knitted a pattern sock. When the yarn is very busy and you're doing a sock, I feel like it's hard to see the pattern. And if I'm going to work hard on a pattern, I'd like to see the pattern. So in this way, I could just kind of let the pattern shine. So here it is. Let me turn it around this way. And actually, I don't know if this is going to. I do not use sock blockers. However, a long time ago, I had. How could you not? I don't know how these popped up on my Etsy, but I had to buy them. I've never used them once until today. The maker is Knitting Left, and I got them on Etsy. I will leave links below, just in case. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So sweet. So anyway, I tried this on, and it actually really helps for you guys to be able to see a little bit better. So let's just do that. Blocking. I don't block my socks. After I'm done knitting them, I feel they just go kind of straight onto my feet. And I feel that kind of blocks them. Even after I wash them, I don't block them either. Just personal. There you have it. So pretty. It's so pretty. Another thing that was really cool about this pattern was the cuff. I had never done a cuff like this before. I always just do it's always either a 2x2 or a 1x1 rib. That's what I always do. And this one, I could say because it's actually a free pattern. This one was, I can remember, a knit one through the back, purl one. Knit one through the back, purl one. Knit one through the back, purl one. And it is just so cool. It made this very defined cuff. It's lovely. So I'm so happy with these. This is how far I've gone on my next one, which I started last night. So I will continue. I followed the pattern. Yeah, I followed the heel pattern too, which is something I don't always do. Okay, so there was that project. That's what I've been working on the past couple of weeks. Another thing is a little update I have on my half and half triangles wrap. pattern by Pearl Soho. It's free. Also, it happens in my life. I had mentioned this last time, but these colors were a gift. The whole thing was a gift, and I'm pretty sure she knocked it out of the park as far as choosing colors for me, wouldn't you say? So I finished my first half. Oh, P.S. I wrote down I was trying to get better. This is the Linen Quill, also by Pearl Soho. It's what the pattern calls for. This is Oatmeal Gray. And my color B, my color B is Vintage Celadon. And here we go. Oops, of course. Another thing that I had mentioned that I would like to mention is this pattern comes in 2 sizes, one size, a smaller and a large. If I remember right, I think the small was about 140 stitches, 160 stitches, 145 stitches. The larger size was 260. I just was doing a long tail cast on, and as I'm casting on, decided that I was going to go to 200 stitches. So that's how big mine is, 200 stitches. And it used 1 full ball and this. The large requires three balls of each color. So if you wanted to, I don't know if you would need 1 or 2 for the smallest size. I don't know, but for 200 stitches, that's how much I have left. And I wanted to join in the second color, but I also then wanted to hold out and wait so you guys could just see the first color, the whole thing in all of its glory. How does one show? How does one show? Yes, very large triangle. Nope, I'm failing at this miserably. No, you get it. You get it. You get it. So she's gonna be big, and again, this was 200 stitches. So I mean, and I'm only 1 color in. It's going to be lovely. It's going to be lovely. And now that I've shown you, I can cast on my second color. So that will be lovely. Such a fun knit, really enjoying it. Really, really enjoying it. The fabric it's making is lovely. I had mentioned previously that it's not the softest yarn in the world, which it's not, but it's also definitely not like the most rustic either. So if you're sensitive, probably not the best. I feel like I'm medium sensitive, and it's gonna be fine for me. It is a plied yarn. What is it, 2-ply? But at the same time, if you are sensitive, I'm sticking to my original thought that there's something about this yarn that reminds me of singles. So I don't know if it's just like the gentle fuzz or halo, or I don't know. All that to say, if you are sensitive, I feel like if you used a singles in this project, it would be super, like a merino singles would be very soft and would look lovely as well. Just an idea. Was I gonna say anything else about that one? I don't think so. Again, that was a half and half triangles wrap. I think last time I might have said half and half triangles shawl. It's possible. I had some people talking about socks last time. I'm going to move back to socks. And I wanted to give you guys a recommendation about how I learned socks and how, if you're interested in knitting socks, maybe you, I could pass that information along to you. So I don't remember how it came to me, but somehow on YouTube, a video came up by Simply in Stitches, and it was knitting socks for beginners. At this point, I'm fairly certain the only thing I have knit was a couple dishcloths. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. But I really wanted to knit socks. So this video comes up. Yes, super excited. I could totally do this. She has 2 videos. One of them is beginner sock knitting tutorial, and the other one is also a bit for vanilla socks, and the other one is also a beginner sock knitting tutorial, but it is for the Hermione's everyday socks. The videos are done in parts. So the Hermione's everyday video, for example, comes in 7 parts. So the first part might be casting on, the second part might be, it goes through heel flap, which is really lovely because then you can always go back to refer back. I'm pretty sure for my first 10 or 15 pairs of socks, I went back to those videos to reference all the time, especially the heel flap and the gusset. No, heel flap and the turn, not the gusset. I also want to share, this is probably not the popular opinion, but this is how I feel. If you have knit nothing extravagant, you have knit socks, you haven't knit a sweater, maybe you've just knit very plain, maybe a scarf or something, and you want to do socks, I want to say, don't be intimidated. You can do it. You can do it. If you can knit a stitch and if you could purl a stitch, you can do this. That's really all it is. And like I said, the video takes you through every step. She made the videos, from what I understood, she was a stitcher and she had some stitching friends that wanted to learn how to make socks, so she made these videos for them. It's not like a super professional edited tutorial by any means, but it is great. It's lovely. It worked perfectly for me. It is 100% how I learned. And my mom wanted to learn, so I passed the videos to her, and that's how she learned. And a friend wanted to learn, and I passed the videos to her, and that's how she learned. So it works. It works. And you don't have to be a very advanced knitter to knit them. And I think it's more usual to hear somebody say, well, start with something very simple and then slowly move your way up from there. I think it depends on your personality. Me, for example, if somebody had said, no, first you should knit a scarf, knit a few long, scarves first, or whatever. I may have, but I didn't want the scarf. I probably would have lost interest or never finished it. I think if there's something that you really want to knit and you have, like this, for example, tutorials on how to do it, I think that you can do it. Especially if you really want to learn how to do it, you really want that object, then you'll do it. If I can do it, I promise you can do it. I promise. So I think that's all I was going to say about that. I will leave the links below. Oh, one other point. As I said, there's 2 tutorials. One for, it's a vanilla sock, beginners, and the other one is the Hermione's Everyday for Beginners. I started off with the beginning sock, the plain vanilla sock. Where's my sock? Here it is. This was my very first sock. I wish I remember what yarn this was. It's not mine. I was not dyeing yarn at the time. I just know I think I got this from Stitches West. Anyway, she does talk about gauge, pretty sure, but that is something that I ignored. And I believe I cast on with, I must have done 56. It needs to be in 4. So 56, 60, 64, something like that, depending on the pattern. So it was too small. I don't know if you can tell here. Let me show you. But it wouldn't have even fit my daughter. This fits me. This doesn't. So I knit one, and I was not gonna knit a second one. I was ready. I wanted a pair of socks that I could wear. I was ready for this. So after knitting this, I went straight to the Hermione's Everyday sock. And knit a pair of socks. And I'm pretty sure when I was sending them to my mom, I'm pretty sure I told her to go straight to the Hermione's Everyday socks. It's still a tutorial for beginners, and really the only difference, she explains it step by step and shows you step by step, and the only difference is that with the Hermione's Everyday, she shows you how to do a contrasting cuff and heel and toe, maybe, which I had never done before. I had never switched to a different color in the middle of a project before, so I had no idea how to do that. So she shows you how to do that, and then also it is a 4-stitch repeat. So it's a very, very easy, basic pattern of just knits and purls. Like, for example, row 1 is knit, row 2 is knit, row 3 is 2 purl, 2 knit, row 4 is purl, knit, purl, knit. That's not it, but you know what I mean. It's something like that. And then you just repeat that same stitch pattern over and over and over again. To me, I was just eager and ready, and I wanted them, so I just jumped straight to that. And you totally can. You totally can. If you're set on just, you would love to do a pattern sock and to learn how to switch colors, and you've never done socks before, I would suggest going straight to the Hermione's Everyday Socks for Beginners tutorial. Again, I will link down below. And if I can just help some new knitters become sock knitters, I couldn't be happier. So if you do, let me know. I would love to hear. What else to say? Oh, let me talk about the needle really quick. She also goes over the needle, what needle to use. She does recommend this needle, and this was the needle that I did, which is the ChiaoGoo 9-inch circulars, size 1. You could order them on Amazon. If you have a knitting shop by you, I would purchase from them if you can. I've never knit socks with anything else besides 9-inch circulars. So, but I do know that I am not a huge fan of, well, I've never done DPNs, and I'm not a huge fan of Magic Loop. And however, I have to say it is very likely it's just because I haven't done it enough. Yeah. Anyhow, what was my point? Oh, so these are the fixed. These are 9-inch circular, size 1, fixed. Now, I was looking into, at one point, getting a interchangeable set of small, I think these are lace tips. chow goose, and I went to my local knitting store, and I realized that if you get the interchangeable set, the needle itself is shorter. It's shorter, which, as you can see, these are short enough. They're short enough. I was just gonna kind of see how I hold them here. This is how I hold them. So I guess my pinkies, this pinky kind of rests on the cable. I don't know, this pinky kind of does its own thing. Sorry, it's not, there we go. Yeah, I don't know, it works for me. But if they feel too small to you, if you had it interchangeable and you were grabbing your little size 1 chow goose and you screwed them in and they just felt too small, I suggest trying to get it fixed. I have another kind of comparison. Do I have it here? Ish. This is not a size 1, but it is a Hiya Sharp, and these are size 3. But point being, you could see the difference in the length. And I feel like the interchangeables were like even smaller. Like I feel like they were like smaller. I was shocked. I was really surprised when I saw them. I had no idea. Anyway, that was just a little something I wanted to add in there. I would recommend getting a fixed one. Again, the needle's a little bit longer, and why? I guess that's all. I guess that's the only reason why. But I have lots of these floating around. I have so many of these. I mean, so many. I don't know. At least 6 pairs. At least 6 pairs. Maybe that's not a lot of it. Anyway, okay. Last thing I want to talk about today was another project that I love. Okay. The Even Fall Sweater. Many of us know of this. Andrea Mowry came up with the design, an Even Fall Sweater. She used the yarn from Verb for Keeping Warm, which is about 40 minutes away from me. They're in Oakland or Berkeley? Oakland, Berkeley. I don't remember, but I'm in Petaluma, and I had never tried their yarn before. So if I'm remembering it right, I was on Instagram, as one is, and I saw that the Verb for Keeping Warm was like putting out, or had just put out, kits. And I knew that it was Verb, that was the yarn that she had used. P.S. Verb yarn is naturally dyed, which is kind of amazing. It is 100% California wool, and it's non-superwash, and it's lovely. It is a single ply, however, so there is that. And sometimes the single ply gets real thin, because it's kind of like a thicker thinner. It's not, you know, it's not completely cohesive. Sometimes it gets a little bit thicker, and sometimes it gets a little thinner. Here's a good example. As you can see how much thinner it is, like at the end compared to right there, or even just right there. Can you see? Can you see? But it also gives it, it's also just, it's so squishy, and it's very soft, by the way. If you ever wanted to use this yarn, it's totally soft. Very soft. So where was I going? Came up. Yes, I need. So, P.S. I don't buy yarn a lot. I really don't. My stash, I will show you guys sometime. It's not that large. I think since I dye yarn also, I don't know. I just don't have a lot of yarn in the stash category. Anyway, comes up, oh my gosh, kits are available, text my friend, get back on, get on the website. Oh my God, what size? What size do I wear? So I randomly just pick a size and I buy a kit in 2 seconds. And then I'm like, oh man, maybe I should check what size I am. I may have grabbed a measuring tape at this point. Sorry, this was me measuring my bust. I may have not. I don't remember. All I know is I felt like I had 10 seconds to decide, and I rushed back in and bought the next size up of a kit in a different colorway. So now I have 2 kits for the same sweater. I knew I was gonna like them because these are the exact same colors that her sample was in. So I was like, done. So this was the first one. Love the colors. The colors here, again, the ones in the kit, it was nightcap was the navy, tortilla is the cream, and agate was the rest. Again, all naturally dyed. Holy smoly. But here. So cute, so cool. Now maybe it looks like it fits, friends. Maybe it looks like it fits. No. I'm gonna try to reblock it and stretch it as far as it will stretch, but it is so small. Especially the arms. These arms on here are, can you see it? Like, they're so tight. They're so tight. Again, I'm gonna try blocking it again, see if I can get a little bit more like room, a little more stretch out of it, hopefully. Because I love it to pieces. I've worn it maybe once, but it's uncomfortably tight. Especially because I would like to wear a shirt underneath it. Not that I would have to. Actually, no, I don't think I would need to. It's fine. It just, can you see? Can you tell? It's just uncomfortably tight. Okay, so this was the sweater number 1, the kit number 1, the smaller size. Then I cast on the second one. The second one is finished and I'm going to block it. I'm not going to show you. I'm going to wait till next time. If it fits, I will wear it. If not, I will just show. But it is 1 size up and I'm crossing my fingers that it will fit me properly. I'm going to block that baby. Real well. I'm going to block her real well. So yeah, that's where I am with that. Gosh, how long have I been chatting for? 30 minutes. Go Taralynn. Okay. Coffee. That was hot water and lemon, which I never drink, but I don't know. Cold coffee. Not a cute mug, however, I make my coffee in the morning before I take the kids to school. For the longest time, I just would travel a mug with me. Gets cold in 2 seconds. So if you don't have a insulated coffee warmer, I highly recommend you get one. This was the first year, actually. My kids are 14 and 11. This is the first year that I ever started putting my coffee in an actual to-go mug, and it stays warm. It's lovely, and it's like one of the best things ever. So, highly recommend. Anyhow, okay, I think that's all for today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending some time with me. I'm going to leave all the links of the things that I talked about below. I learned how to do that since last podcast, so yay me. One other little thing that I will just tap on because it's kind of like something that's floating around in my head. I have 2 Playful Day Yarn Advents in here, friends. 2. They're all mixed in together. But are we seeing what's happening here? Are we seeing what's happening here? Oops. 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 Yeah. They're like little gumballs. Oh my gosh, they're like little gumballs. Gumballs. Oh, those aren't gumballs. So my first year Advent, I'm gonna blank on what I made. What did I make? A very popular pattern. I'm not gonna think about it. I will show sometime. My other 2 Advents, I have yet to make something. I started making something and then I stopped and I've been pulling it out. And P.S. I'm definitely doing Advents this year. In case you were wondering. I did not do mini skein Advents last year. Missed it terribly. I'll go into that whole thing another time. But anyway, I will be doing them this year. So with that in mind, I'm like, Taralynn, you have 2 years worth of your Advent minis that you need to do something with. And I am getting very eager about it. I want to cast something on and I'm feeling it needs to be a blanket. And I don't know what one. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. I do have a folder of like Advent mini makes and I just don't know. I don't know if I want to do a crochet pattern or a knit pattern or or what. Yikes, that one. But I wanted to do something. I know I have seen some patterns of people holding 2 together. That was a thought that I had. Whether I would just hold 2 together within these, or I would get like a neutral and hold the neutral throughout the whole thing and change minis. Another idea. But that kind of sounded nice. That was the thought. I don't know. But this is on the horizon. This is next or soon on the horizon. I'm getting itchy for it, so that's a pretty one. So that's all. It's a pretty one too. Sorry, I like them all clearly. It's a pretty one. Love those. Anyhow, so we'll see. All right, that's the end for sure. And that's all. I don't have any shop news right now. I am currently actually dyeing up. I've been dyeing up some naturally dyed items. So this will be my very first naturally dyed update, which I am hoping will be available on Valentine's Day. But I haven't told anybody that yet. It's tentative. Anyway, I keep looking over there because I've got a lot over there and they are beautiful and I'm enjoying it immensely. I'm hoping to kind of do naturally dyed updates maybe quarterly. I'm kind of been playing around with ideas about, well, I'm still going to be doing, conventionally dyeing as being my main thing, but I'd like to incorporate some occasional naturally dyed updates. So I'm kind of figuring out how to like organize that within my business so that it's like clear. Oops. My latest thought is maybe just doing them quarterly. So like this one is going to be like my winter, or maybe quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, quarter four, or winter, spring, summer, fall, maybe. If you have any suggestions, let me know. But they're lovely, they're beautiful. I have a variety. I will have some DK mini sets, non-superwash. I will have some fingering mini sets. That's an 80/20 non-superwash recycled nylon. I have a good amount of Surrey and some other fun, beautiful yarns that are just kind of extra special for this special update. Okay. I keep saying bye without saying bye. That's all. And I will talk to you guys later. And thanks again for being here. Bye.